So we're finally back working on the boats after Auntie Cindy allowed us to expand our bubble. The old man's back every second weekend to work on the boats. But as you can see, we've gone backwards. Stick around and you'll find out all about it. So as you can see from the video, we have pulled the engines back out thanks to Danny B and a few other people commenting. It seems that our drive shafts were in fact a little too steep on the angle. So we've decided we're going to drop it, and the old man only needs to drop 14mm, where mine for some reason has to go down 25 to get within the spec for the drive shaft. So we pulled out the engine. The only problem is we didn't really think about what we were doing when we put the bolts in the bottom end. Now if we go down too low, the sump will hit on these bolts, so we've fixed that. We had to take the sump back off the engine. The reason we had to take it off is to go down any lower. There's our drain, and our drain for the oil, it's too low and it hits the deck before anything else. And if you look underneath, those bolts are very close to the sump. So what we ended up doing today is chopping out the old drain bung. Now that's gone, and we've had to put some indents in for the bolts, so when it sits low enough the bolts can poke into the holes, but it only should go in 10mm, but they're nice and big. And we had to relocate the oil drain to the back. That's our turbo drain there. So that's been what we've been doing all day. So my old man's recently got into this panel beating scene, and he's currently designing a English wheel for himself, and he's going to get it built and will make it himself. So he loves doing these little indentations with a ball peen hammer. I'll put some footage of him up. I didn't get the camera going early enough to show you how we started, but what he did came out real nice. It's nice and deep. The other side is not too nice, but it is what it is, where it was. At the end of the day you won't see it, it's hidden underneath, but we do like to do things properly. Taking the engine out, I thought I'll show you our pickup. We had to modify our pickup because if you see here, there's a cut all the way around. We took 25mm out of the sump. So then to get the pickup to work, you have to bend it down and re-weld this bracket on in a new position. So we just heated up there and there and twisted it, put some blue tack on the screen and made sure it was not hitting the bottom of the sump. It seemed to work great. Bit of a bummer we had to go backwards, but I suppose you're going to go backwards to go forwards and do it right first time. So we're going to have to move up our coolant tubes. They have to go up 25mm. Our turbo mount now will be lower, so the dump pipe exiting the boat will have to make some type of spacer to hold that on. So tomorrow in the morning, my first job is to cut those engine mounts off, and we're going to make some new ones that are 25mm lower, which is a bummer because I've had enough welding after doing this whole boat. While we got all the parts off, I'll show you some of our parts. So this is our dump pipe off the turbo, 2.5 inch inside, and then it goes into a water jacket. So that our water is going in this bottom one here, and then it fills up the jacket, comes back out the top and exits out the main one there. So we've got 2 exits, one for this dump pipe and one for everything else. That's where our O2 sensor goes, but it's not perfect position, but it should do right. This is the intake with the AME water injection. And there's our throttle body, and there's the vacuum manifold on the bottom. All nicely done. Stainless pipes for the water. Intake for the boost blow off valve recirculation comes back in there. So just one question for you guys. Obviously this is a breather, but where does the other end go? So we connect the breather hose onto here, where do we connect the other end? We've never done anything like this before, so we're unsure. I know it's a breather, but that's about it. That tap down there is for our oil drain, so oil drain will get stopped there, and then there's a bung on the other side. So when we do an oil change, we'll just take this bung off, that's on there, and drain the oil. Just leave it on the trailer, tilt the boat back slightly so all the oil exits nicely. Yeah, so it's a bit of a bummer we're going backwards, but it has to be done right, and thanks to Danny B and everyone else that commented, we'll get it right and won't have to worry about service life of our drive shaft. We did check with the supplier and they said it would be alright, but it would prematurely wear the uni joint, so we don't really want that, so we'll do it properly. Alright. Day 2, Sunday.
So last night, after working out what we're going to do next, I drew up some more engine mounts. This time we're going to fabricate them. Normally we'd get these profile cut, but yeah, no one's going to cut them for us today, so we might as well push on. So I'll just cut out these, stick them onto this bit of aluminium, chop them out. So there's the gussets, need 16 of those, 8 of those for the 2 boats. So I'll go ahead and do those while he cuts out those engine mounts.
I've been putting it off, but it's time to get it done. First I'll have to cover up all the carpet and everything else so it doesn't get covered. Right, today is an exciting day in the garage. Not only is it Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day Mum, but we're finally going to mount the engines. Why did we leave it to last, you ask? Because to get the right height, you know, if you don't do it right, you get the wrong angle on the drive shaft. So, so we've obviously chopped the old mounts out and getting ready to make the new ones and chuck them in. And just like that, some new engine mounts. So now we've got to reset these up and tack them in. They go like that, so as you can see they are quite a lot lower than the first ones. I'll set them up and start tacking them in. Well, it's been a long weekend, not doing clean jobs that we were expecting, but dirty jobs. So we cut off the old engine mounts, put these new ones on. They're not fully welded on yet because I ran out of argon, and I like to use it right down until there's nothing left because it is quite expensive. So I got mine cut off, half welded on, and the old man got his cut off, ready for the new ones. They're welded up over there somewhere. His engine's sitting over there. Both engines out. Wanted to get my engine back in this weekend, but with lockdown, you can't just run to the shop and get some paint and get some gasket for the sump. So we'll have to sort that out for next time. So next time, in a couple of weeks, I should get my engine back in, get the drive shaft to the right angle, and then we can actually make some more progress and go forward. We better order some wiring and get all our electrical sorted. And then work on the floor, I suppose. Bloody good weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one.